Hey friends, welcome back to the 100% Platinum Guide for the First Berserker Khazan. And today we're collecting all the collectibles again, this time in the village of Phraugh. And that's exactly where we're going right now to collect all the collectibles again. Plus, Juglings, because there's a very well hidden one there again. And you can, of course, only get it later once you've unlocked the Juglings. This is possible after you've killed the spider. With that in mind, let's get started by pushing the measure Germans to the top, and we'll grab everything that's there again. And if you can't take the orbs with you now, you'll have to go back into the mission later to get them, but there's also a guide to all the orbs on the channel. So let's get started, friends, once we've arrived here, and then we can first talk to the colleague up front. Always go through all the dialogues with the NPCs, and later on there will also be quests for which we need to collect a few items. For now, just have a brief chat with him and listen to his story, then simply move on. And you will then quickly see a small cutscene where you get a brief overview of the village. Yes, definitely a nice view, and we can continue right here. It's important that you don't fall down here at the back, because then you won't be able to collect some items, but make sure to go in here and take out the wild boar. Sometimes this gives you a training bonus mission. We'll have to catch up on all of them later anyway, but yes, you might get it here by chance. So you don't have to receive it. It's more a matter of luck. We'll have to go through it again later anyway. But take this one out, and feel free to engage in a few more battles here. At least that's what I did. And then of course we'll get here the blood. So drink here again to take down all the revenants, which I personally find pretty cool. We can also throw them down here and then collect them again in Lud. Yes, once you've done that here, definitely don't jump off the cliff at the meadow in the back, but we need to go back again. However, you can go down here and then to the right where you'll find a collectible. And definitely don't jump down here at the back now, because otherwise you'll miss other items. So don't go down here, but first go back and stay at the cliff for now. Get the item. It's over here on a tree trunk. We need to balance a little bit, but like in Dark Souls, we can definitely manage it. We're well trained on such small edges, and we have a nice view once again. So we go back and head up the meadow again, and there's also a small cave, and there we can collect a few more things. So just go up here again and then along the left side. And here you can go right where the torch is and into the cave. And there are a few items here, a few enemies which we'll take down. And I think there's even a chest. So that's actually pretty great. Let's just go in here and grab the lightning cleansing potion. Then go through here, be careful with these red things. We're up next. So you shouldn't hit them or walk into them. You need to hit them like this, and then we can get out of here. If not, they'll grab you and can even throw you into the abyss at a bad spot. So from now on, always hit those red ones so that no worm is on them. Yes, grab the worm, grab the loot from the worm, and then of course we continue. I'm going to fight a few revenants here again, but you don't have to do that, you can skip it. And then we can continue playing right away. Yes, otherwise I've taken care of all of them. Here, and then we exit the cave again. There is a small exit to the left here, and we come out behind the bear, allowing us to collect our loot items and sneak up on the bear quietly so that we can damage it nicely right away. So proceed really quietly, just go slowly, walk a bit slowly, and then you can actually sneak up on the enemies. Sneak up from behind and then directly use your special move with square. And yes, then you've already taken away half of their energy. Otherwise we go in strong again, hit them a few times from behind as well. And then we can exit again. The spear is also really good against him, deals a lot of damage as you can see. And yes, then he's relatively quick. Also down, and we should definitely defeat the bear as well, because there's a bonus training for wild bears. And with that we've already completed it. Collect the items here, and yes, I'm going to take down a few more revenants here. But as I said, you never have to do that. You can also just skip it, but there's always some cool loot and a bit of lag tremor. So with that, we're done with this part and can now jump down over there. where I just told you. So once back here and then right again across the meadow, over where the wild boar was, and then jump down in the back area, and that's where the main path continues. Here we have everything for now, so go through here at the back and jump down here, and it continues from here. At the back you can also jump down again, the cliff won't harm you. And then jump down here again. Yes. And here you need to be a bit careful. So first we'll grab a few items up front here, but be careful. As mentioned, always hit the red flickering spots on the ground, because right here the worm would also throw you down, which it did to me. That's why my Lactrima is still lying here, and that's pretty nasty. Well, these worms are becoming more frequent, so it's best to always hit those red things on the ground. Then we come to this cave, and we go into this cave and first take the left path, because there's a chest at the end. We go all the way through and grab it. As mentioned, always hit these red shimmering things on the ground, because there are often worms inside. Even if it sometimes looks like it's an absorption where you get soul turning dust, but sometimes there's just a worm inside, and especially in bad situations it knocks you down immediately. But they are actually relatively easy. You just have to be careful to spot them. Yes, the second worm is also here doing something in the ground. And of course we quickly take care of that one too, so we can get to the chest in the background. And we'll grab it now, get the worm out of here and grab the chest, and then we can continue here. So open the chest and dust off the loot, and let's see what's nice inside. Here, Pilgrim Set, that's how it looks. And here we can now get the next ore stone, or rather the first ore stone, because we're going back into the cave. And if we start from the beginning, there's a ladder on the right side, and we need to climb up there once more. Because if we climb up here, we'll find the first ore and can of course destroy it. So these soul stones, you can basically exchange them in the hub for more life recharge. And that's why we need them. Definitely take the ore with you. We find all of them in the 100% guide. We really need to find all of them. Otherwise we're going down here now. And from here you can go one level lower. And then jump down here on the left edge. So when you jump down here one level lower, we go one more level down, and then from here where this guy is lying, go down again, and then down here at the back. So not back into the cave, but down here at the back. And then we come to the next section, and here we can of course continue. So jump down here once. We've already completed about half of the level, and it continues from here. So I'll skip the shortcut scene of course, so you don't get too spoiled, but not much really happens there. Otherwise we just go in here, and once you've defeated all the enemies here, we can run through, and we see a nice little river here where we don't have to do much. There's nothing to collect here for now. First, don't fall into the hole, and definitely go to the checkpoint here. And we'll grab on the checkpoint here, now activate it, and then we can continue right away from the checkpoint. We just go through here. You don't need to go up there. There's an elevator there that we can only activate later, so we go down here, slice through the enemies here. Watch out, this attack can be quite nasty sometimes and deal significant damage. But here we can already collect the first collectibles, namely back here we grab the lightning resistance, which we take with us, and then go through here and take out the enemies. And you can already see there, back on the left there's something blue. We'll definitely grab that too. Take the loot from the enemies here, give a couple of slaps to the guys here, and then they're gone too. Bam. And then of course loot is good, so we grab the item back here. And what do we have? This, nice, is first to check but didn't miss anything. Always have the thing with us, and it's a vitality shard video. Exactly. Then up the ladder here, friends. And here we have arrived. Continue and make our run through. And you go along to the left here. Just take out the enemy here. It shouldn't be a problem. Here you can also take out a few ghosts right away, but be careful not to summon the ghosts yet, because there's an elite enemy down there. Yes, it's best to take this one out first before the elite enemy comes. Then you've already got him out of the way. Grab the willpower orbs here as well. And then the big one comes, take him out once. And once you've done that, you can continue here and examine the corpse near these red things that are on a building or on a board or something like that. No worm can come there, only when it's somewhere in the ground, so it's a bit like that. I find it relatively realistic. I think it's good that they thought of something like that. Yes, and that's why we can calmly collect it and then continue here. And here we can then open the door, but first definitely activate the elevator here again so that it's on once. So you don't have to walk the whole way again if you happen to die now, which I actually don't believe will happen. So we continue and open the door here, and then we enter the next area and can loot properly again. Once we're in here and have taken care of the enemies, a few more will show up, but that really shouldn't be a problem. Be a little careful, but with a small special move in here, it goes quite well. I don't even know what's your favorite weapon. I'd actually be interested to know, what do you always play with? Do you play with a spear or more with a two-hander? Feel free to let me know about that. Make sure to grab the ore back here. We can easily miss it when we run in here. And yes, then we continue through here and enter the next area. We can go up the stairs on the left again, and there's a little something to collect there as well. Here are some small spirit shards. We'll take those too. And then we continue, friends, here into the next area. Now comes a small village area. We'll show you how to throw the spear down there and so on. Once you've defeated all the enemies here, just go in here through the door at the back. You can destroy it. And then up the ladder here. And above we can pick up something else. Namely here, if we walk along here. Watch out, there are one or two more small enemies. We'll quickly take them out. And then we can also, as far as I know, take a chest with us here. I believe it was up here. So once we've climbed up here, just keep walking here. And then we can grab the little chest. Of course, I checked everywhere here again to see if we might have missed something. But right around the corner here, we find the chest and grab the loot, friends. And then we can naturally continue. A few dual weapons and some other equipment. Once we have them, we simply jump down here. And there we can already see the next item that we'll grab shortly. There are still a few enemies here, but we'll definitely take the water amplifier with us. Where the enemy is peeking out now, we can also go there shortly. But first, go over here. Take care of the few that might otherwise annoy you a bit and collect the loot here. A few more will come here and we'll just take care of them as well. And then we have to quickly run back for a moment before we go down the stairs back here. So quickly head back here, because on the right in this small graveyard, there's a bit more loot. It's not a graveyard at all, it's just some, I don't know what it's supposed to be, boats in the garden. Who knows what they're good for, probably a fishing farm here. Well, I haven't seen much water here yet, but in any case we continue through here. We've looted everything here, we can move on to the next area. So back here the ladder goes down, and that's where we head down. You don't necessarily have to use the ladder. That's only for the fine gentlemen, otherwise you just jump down from above, and then it's even faster like that. Now we've arrived at a new section here, and of course there's a bit of loot on the right here. I took another look around to see if any ore was forgotten somewhere, but if not, we'll first deal with the enemies here, and once we've done that, we'll grab the next one. And then we'll also get all the loot right away. So, I've now taken out all the enemies, and from the start, we'll easily grab this part on the right here. And here you can take care of a few more revenants of misfortune. Feel free to loot them. And then we can basically start in the new area and collect everything without all the enemies, because that was a bit annoying. That's why we go through here once and just head right here. There's a bit more loot. Necklace of the sealed fire. And on the left here there are a few more revenants. We'll just take them out. And once we've done that, we can also collect a bit of loot from the remaining enemies, and then we can continue straight through. Here comes a slightly stronger enemy, I believe. Not the enemies, but a bit stronger, so we go this way. I've already dealt with him, and here on the left you first go up and absorb the corpse up there. Then you've done that, and then you simply turn around. and follow this path on the left side through and straight towards this gate and towards the ladder. Just run straight through here, and then you can continue on. There wasn't anything else here. And if you jump down there, you're back at the beginning and have to do the round again. So climb up the ladder here, and from here you can continue. Just go straight through now, and here you can collect some loot. There's also a boat lying around here. No idea what it's doing there. Down there, which confused me, is actually the old path. Well, let's continue. Watch out. Here come some dogs, and we'll take them down. You can also throw the spear at them quite well, so there's that. Yeah, grab here. Shards of transformation. Feel free to throw the spear at the dogs if that works for you. I actually found that quite practical, but they're fast, so you have to be a bit careful. But one spear is enough for them, and then they won't even get close to you. Run along here, along the left side, and all the way through here. And now it actually continues here. And we follow this path here. Go all the way through here, jump down, and then continue on here. And there you can already see the next enemy. And in this area there's also the little jug. So go through here, take out the enemies, then then jump down here. And when we've jumped down here, we can also get the next little jug right away. So jump down the ladder, preferably with a power strike if you've already cleared the area. With square it works quite well too. And then you can deal a bit more damage once you've reached the bottom here. Grab the item back here. It's guarded by an executioner. It's a fire resistance elixir. And then head over to this item. And of course we want to get that too. But first we go into the hut here. Grab the blue item, and we'll get to that shortly when we go up the ladder. But first we go through here, take out the dogs and open the door. And then we go up the ladder. So open the door here to unlock this path, and then we go up the ladder. You see up there is also the next ore that we can grab shortly, but we'll do that in a moment. First up the ladder here, because there's also the Krugling back here. If you're in this level for the first time, you haven't unlocked the Krugling yet, so you can't find it here yet. You'll need to come back here. Once you've found Dungeon, that's a special character who is looking for these Kruglings, and only then will they be unlocked. In any case, go down here, take out the enemy after you've opened the chest, and then grab this item. And here in this room, there's also the Krugling, but as mentioned, it will only appear for you once you've unlocked the NPC. And it's back here in the corner where these small jugs are. And you can jump on them once, and then you'll see it directly and have it with you. So friends, if you can't collect it yet, you'll need to come back here again. Once you've unlocked Gene, just go back through the door we just opened, and that's where we need to continue. And be careful, there's an elite enemy waiting for you there. You'll need to take it down once. And once you've done that, collect the loot here. The Hunter's Scroll is of course great, we definitely need it. Watch out, there's a rock coming. By the way, you can also use the rock to take down the elite enemy. It kills it instantly, so just run up there, bring the rock down, and it will kill the elite enemy. Grab the Grey Wolf Scroll here. And, of course, there's also the next ore here. I wanted to check a few things here again, but nothing happened. But up here, the ore, we definitely want to take that with us. So just go around here, up the stairs. It's really hard to miss. Break the ore here. And then we have all the ore pieces, and we already have the little jug. So we actually already have everything that's very important here for the 100% levels. And we've already collected the scrolls as well. So great, let's continue straight through. There's still a bit of loot from the enemies I killed, which you can also slice through here. Absorb the corpse here, and you'll see a purple point up ahead, which we definitely want to get as well, because there's nothing more back here. So let's continue straight ahead and grab the purple point. Alright. There are still some enemies coming towards you, but that's not a big deal, nothing too spectacular. So you can just go straight through here, grab this purple part. What do we have here? What do we actually have here? Water, spirit, fuel, and once we have that, that's already great. Then we can simply continue here and let ourselves drop down here. Ideally, of course, with a power move, I somehow always do it wrong because I'm used to pressing punch from all the rings. But if you press square and have it activated, it hits hard and deals significant damage. When you're down here, make sure to go into this little house, take out the wolves here, and in the small house down here, there are notes from a folk light, which we picked up. Wonderful, up the stairs here and up the stairs again. And then it continues over a small suspension bridge. Watch out, a stronger enemy will appear there as well. You can easily take him down or just push him off the bridge. That actually works quite well. But you can also sneak up easily if he doesn't turn around at the exact moment you approach. Well, that's how it was for me. Anyway, let's take him down like that. And once we've done that, we continue through here. And then we're actually done, friends. Now there's just a checkpoint coming up and then you can go to the boss. So there's definitely a boss guide on the channel. Feel free to check it out if you're having trouble with the boss. And you'll definitely get help there. Push the cart down here. That's your shortcut to the checkpoint. And then you can activate it and fight the boss, who is just a bit further ahead. So folks, have fun. Good luck with the boss. If it doesn't work out, check the boss guide. I'll link it for you in the description. And until next time.